tonight on the South Today. The Otago Southland Rescue Helicopters Trust is upping its services thanks to a major sponsorship. A Christchurch man prepares to complete the coast-to-coast multi-sport event, not so much in style, but in gumboots. And a day-long shearathon in West Otago brings in a staggering amount of money for local charities. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. The life-saving efforts of the Otago Southland Rescue Helicopter Trust have been rewarded with a major new sponsor getting on board. Agriculture machinery company Land Power is now backing the service after its founders experienced the Trust's work firsthand.
The new logo firmly in place on the chopper as Land Power becomes a major new sponsor. The agriculture machinery company is helping to fund the Otago Southland Rescue Helicopter Trust, which has been funded through community support since it began in 1998. But with their new sponsor on board, the trust is looking at helping its operator Helicopter Otago do bigger and better things.
Land Power's association is just taking us to another level where we now have a long-term relationship which is incredibly generous and enables us to make commitments, invest in and enhance the service in ways that we wouldn't otherwise be able to.
Land Power founders Pam and Herbie White were inspired to sign up to sponsor the service after a rescue helicopter airlifted their son-in-law from Frankton to Dunedin when he had a heart attack, saving his life. Sycamore says the demand and costs for rescue helicopters is only growing, and with Land Power also sponsoring the Lakes District Air Trust, it's an opportunity to increase support.
That's a relationship we value greatly, and this is just another level where this commitment to the service in the Lower South Island is huge given the challenges of the locations that we're operating in. The geography is challenging.
Sycamore says with Land Power's long-term sponsorship, they'll be able to cover the Lower South Island more effectively for years to come. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Dunedin is looking to expand some of its suburbs with new rules that could unlock land for almost 1,000 new homes across the city.
Dunedin City Council announced today potential locations for residential development with a solid chunk plan for Helensburgh. More areas were also announced, with the proposed zoning decisions placed where the city could grow through greenfields development over the next decade. Rule changes with a focus early on to allow housing intensification within the city.
It has been an interesting process, and hopefully it has positive and good outcomes for development in the city.
This comes at the tail end of a 4-hearing process for the council's second-generation district plan. The appeal period for the Greenfields development ends on March 21st. In Dunedin, the South Today.
The gruelling coast-to-coast multi-sport event sets off on Friday, with one competitor planning to make it even harder for himself by wearing gumboots. Christchurch man Alex Grogan is aiming to raise money for the charity I Am Hope after losing a close friend to suicide.
Last-minute training for this weekend's coast-to-coast multi-sport race. But West Melton man Alex Grogan doesn't need to worry about lacing up his running shoes. He won't be wearing any. The 30-year-old tradesman decided to compete in the popular multi-sport event wearing gumboots to raise money for Mike King's charity I Am Hope.
I don't think I'll be setting any land speed records, that's for sure. I'm certainly a do it to complete, not compete.
He set himself the challenge as part of a mission to raise awareness about mental health, one he started a decade ago.
I think like most New Zealanders, we've all been touched by mental health in some way. I think, for me, my first brush with mental health would have been when I was about 19. I lost a close friend to suicide, and I think that kind of it was quite a big wake-up call.
Grogan's dubbed his effort the Coast for Hope, with the goal of raising $100 for every kilometre of the 243-kilometre adventure race. And he's well on the way, having already raised more than $18,000 of his $24,300 target.
That's saying I think it's just such a worthy cause, and I'm saying I'm really keen to, throw my weight behind and, take a bit of suffering for a couple of days to help, as many young people as we can.
Grogan's self-imposed handicap is likely to slow him down a little. However, many race competitors on the two-day event are expected to reach the New Brighton finish line from 2 p.m. on Saturday. Meanwhile, experienced athletes tackling the longest day race are set to finish from 5 p.m. Saturday. In Christchurch, the South Today.
The dunes at the Otago Harbour's entrance are being damaged, caused by an ageing infrastructure which has had decades of neglect.
The long Mac groin in Aramoana was installed to protect the harbour entrance from silting up and keep the channel clear for vessels. The installed groin built up the dunes over time, but as they fell into disrepair, their protection on the shore has washed away. The Aramoana League are concerned with the rate of erosion, worrying that if the dunes disappear, the suburb's ecological area behind them could be flooded.
Now they haven't been maintained, and now they've been neglected, and what's happening? The dunes are eroding at an alarming rate.
Port Otago has no plans on repairing the groin and are seeking consent from the Department of Conservation to replenish the beach where erosion is underway. In Dunedin, the South Today.
The Dunedin City Council is asking residents to reduce water usage to avoid compulsory restrictions. The call comes to encourage Dunedinites to think before turning on the tap as Dunedin's reservoir levels are dropping. Dunedin's water use has steadily increased since the start of the year, and with no large rainfalls due next week, compulsory restrictions may be needed to conserve water. The council suggests watering gardens with a handheld hose or watering can, either in the evening or early morning, as well as washing cars and boats during the same time of the day. Well, shearers gathered in West Otago over the long weekend and put their bodies through the ringer to raise money for charity. Shear for a Cause was a 24-hour shearing marathon with people coming from all over to help out, including a team from overseas who had a different technique to the rest.
Pushing through the pain, still racing through the sheep deep into the event. Shear for a Cause is a 24-hour live-streamed shear-a-thon completed over a 32-hour period at the Wohelo station in West Otago. Event organiser Jared Manihira says people came from all over to take part in this event, coming together to do something good in the world.
And it's just a lovely thing to be a part of. Good positive vibe, raising money for good causes. What's better?
The total number of sheep shorn was over 13,000, surpassing the 10,000 they had originally organised.
Done a lot more sheep than what we thought they would, and we've had to ship sheep in from neighbours and that to get the numbers.
One team from Mongolia took part in this event, taking on the 24-hour challenge with no shears but a couple of pairs of scissors.
Oh, they don't really speak English, but I think after seeing this they want to take machines home. So
all teams were donating to different charities, 6 in total, all picking ones that are close to their hearts.
It's just, I don't know what it is, a Kiwi thing to just put your body through the ringer just to help people that can't afford things, and you know. Organisers are confident that they have raised 6 figures after hitting $200,000 in their last 24-hour shearing event. In Wohelo, the South Today.
Whai Yakane still to come on the South Today. Gore hosts a national competition for top canines from across the country. And don't let cute baby sea lions lure you in. Doc has a message for those visiting Otago beaches.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Spark your joy with jazz, the next generation from Honda.
Hi, we're Age Concern Otago.
Age Concern Otago hosts a multitude of social activities, including little walks.
This is the big one. the one you've been waiting for. It only happens once a year. It's My Mate John's annual sale. John's taken 25 to 75% off everything. When John has a sale, he has a real sale. Save a minimum of 25% on Dunedin's biggest range of furniture and beds. This is the big one.
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street and My Mate John.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. A national dog show was hosted in Gore last week, with people travelling from all over the country to compete and to also celebrate a major milestone.
The All-Breed Championship Dog Show saw a range of different dogs competing this year, with 240 entries. One of the stars of the show, Chase, took out the Boxer Best of Breed after recovering from thyroid cancer last year. The small town show was held at Hamilton Park by the Goran Districts Kennel Association. The event drew competitors from across New Zealand, with entries coming from as far as Auckland, as well as featuring 3 international judges.
And it's gone really, really well. We have a show manager travel down from Wellington to be with us each year. It's been quite a successful weekend. We're very proud of it and we hope to do even better again next year.
This show marks the event's 50th anniversary. Pinot feels it's a great milestone for the club and a special celebration after the disruptions caused by COVID-19. In Gore, the South Today.
The Department of Conservation is asking Dunedinites to look out for an important addition to the local sea lion population. In this supplied footage, well-known Otago sea lion Jim can be seen looking after her new pup near Smales Beach, but Doc is concerned for her safety. While incredibly cute, the pup could also play a major part in the breeding season in 4 years' time. Doc has managed to find out the sex of 8 pups this season, with Jim's pup being one of only 2 females. However, after Jim's last pup was killed when it was hit by a car near Smales Beach, Doc is concerned for the sea lions which frequently camp near roads. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Land Power is now helping bankroll the Otago Southland Rescue Helicopter Trust, inspired by a first-hand experience. Christchurch man Alex Grogan is slipping on the gumboots for this year's Coast to Coast in support of I Am Hope. And a West Otago 24-hour shearathon raised 6 figures for local charities as shearers put their bodies to the test. Well, time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, a strong southwesterly airflow will blow over the region early tomorrow. Then an anticyclone will spread over southern districts on Friday and Saturday, bringing fine weather for the weekend. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with light winds and 23 up in Nelson tomorrow, 20 degrees with southwesterlies in Greymouth, while Christchurch can expect a cooler day with rain and a high of 19. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, wet and windy in Ashburton and Timaru tomorrow, both up to 16 degrees as the high, and for Uamutu, 17 and cloudy with strong southwesterlies. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, Mostly fine with southwesterlies through here tomorrow. Wanaka and Alexandra head for highs of 20 degrees, with Queenstown getting fresh winds and a top temperature of 18. Heading further south, expect 15 degrees and fresh southwesterlies and showers clearing through here tomorrow. That's for Balclutha, Gore and the Catlins. And down to the deep south. Showers and strong southwesterlies across Invercargill tonight with a low of 8. Tomorrow's looking cloudy again with showers as the winds die out after a high of 15. And into Friday, fine and sunny with light winds and a high of 19 degrees. And finally heading to Dunedin. Fine tonight with strong westerlies and down to 9 as the low. Tomorrow shaping up to be a cooler one with a few sunny spots between spits of rain, the high 17 degrees. Then Friday, cloudy again with light winds heading for a high of 19 to wrap up the short working week. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite ya pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.